Oh, I'm re-rolling this immediately. This is bullshit. Wow, this is better. Oh, ship is left. The other ship is left as well. Okay, I need to pay off. Where is the damn compressor? I don't know if I'll make this on the eating thing. That's good. I'm gonna go get what Fang is up to. When you enter the service dock, Fang is already set up. Crouched among stacks of equipment, he is leaning over a terminal, bathed in a blue glow. He looks totally at home. Sleeper, what do you think? Turns out not everyone in Hevich is set against me. A couple of my... This shouldn't be here, this is an issue. Yeah, this is... This is... mistake. Turns out everyone in Hevich isn't... Turns out not everyone in Hevich is set against me. A couple of my old system pals managed to ship me some of my old gear. He gestures at the pile of working hardware. The mess is here! Fang laughs. Don't question the process, Sleeper. What are we looking at? One massive smoking gun. He raises his eyebrows. Fang beckons you over. He has a set of scans of the wastes in his terminal, with heat maps of activity overlaid. A chunk of derelict rim is blotchy with bright red and orange marks. Does this look like a wasteland to you? Fang shakes his head. There is hundreds of Conway machines out there, all lined up in concealed hangars, and a whole underground facility to support them. Harding has a crew out there putting them together. They must have shipped them in piece by piece through the shipyard, ready for assembly out there. Why? They're planning something. No one needs hundreds of heavy-duty reclamation drones to run this kind of operation. Maybe Harding masked this whole thing as an effort to clean up the waste, but there is no way this is about pulling crap off the eye. Fang looks worried. And why is Conway in the mix? I bet no one in Hevich knows the corporation is setting up on the station. They aren't stupid either. These scans are the best info I can get. The waste is cut off from the eye clouds of networks, and the Greenway is a total dark zone. No data can come in or out. We can't hack them? We can't from here, he turns and winks. That's why I'm gonna pay them a visit. How? Forget, Hevich come in and out of their old cycle. I should be able to get in, as long as no one I know sees me, he listens playfully. But I need you on the other side, to help disable security systems and cut me a pathway through. There's no cloud access, but if I can get inside, I can open up nodes in the network, and we can work in tandem. It's a massive facility, very deep down there. Miles of corridor and ventways wrapped around cargo bays and hangars, so it'll take more than a few cycles to work through it. But as long as you can keep them off my back, I know I can rip what we need out of there. He pulls a handful of ripper worms from his pocket and hands them to you. These are the last of my little helpers. I managed to salvage, so make them count. I modified them slightly. This time they'll feed their data threads back into the system that they are tunneling into, creating a nasty little feedback loop. We run it just like we did with the agents. Hack the nodes, I ping to locate ports for the security system, then slot the worms in these systems and let them go to town. He points to a fuzzy silhouette of the buried facility on the terminal. Here is the entryway. This is where you can get access and slot the first worm. That will fry their perimeter systems. Get me past the first cordon. What I need from you is to keep your eyes on the facility after you kick things off. See me pop a security system, a server bank. You need to break in and slot a ripper to disable it as soon as you can. If I don't, Fang gives you a hard look. You miss a system, wait too long, they're gonna find me. Simple as that. Claps you on the shoulder. I need you focused on this one, so I'm going to let you fire the starting gun. I won't go until you slot the first one. I'll leave a tracker running on the terminal here, so come back here if you want to see my progress. He affectionately pats the top of the screen. This sounds risky. Risky? This is a dasher, dishes at least. Prince, wouldn't be worth it if it wasn't. Fang gets up. It's all in place. You just need to make your own preparations, then slot that worm. He stretches. Just don't wait too long. I'm getting bored of all this sneaking around. Once I'm inside, I'll get the proof we need to end this whole thing, no matter what. He crouches to check the terminal. We can't take longer than 6 cycles on this thing. Remember that. He stands up. Oh, and one last thing. He lowers his voice. If I get caught, or you can't reach me, or we run out of time, there is one thing I need you to do. What? You take whatever I have managed to put at that point, hold the data, and you slot that stuff straight into the relay I've set up here. He points to a pile of servers and terminals into the dock and cables as thick as your arm. I repurposed the dock's SOS broadcast system to beam out whatever you put it in. Anyone with a terminal, a slate, or a server on the eye will see it. That means Cabbage, Yatakan, Hub, everyone. No matter what, Hardin isn't sneaking away this time. Got a bit more to do here, but the moment you slot that first worm, I'll make my move. He gives you a parting smile and turns back to the terminal. Nerves hit as you make your way out of the service dock. Time to prepare yourself. This sucks. I'm gonna fail this miserably. I don't hold the wastes. I can't gather scrap. The amber grease. Nikita is away. Amber is docked here at a rickety old jetty, but she's sealed up. A note says, "Sleeper, stay. I'll be ready soon." Oh, that's where she is. Still haven't gotten any mushrooms. I need to hack yet again. That's not what I need to do. 5 cryo, it's okay. Base for my cat food. There is caster stable. Slot in this. Stories about Yatakan and Buto, but I want the truth. While the stabilizer should provide the motivation. That's enough for now, Sleeper. I have other things to attend to. So he has completed himself. Still haven't completed anything for engagement to rise up. These guys are coming. Where's the slotting hacking thing? Do I need to be on that? Yeah, I probably need to be on that to install that equipment. Conway access, yeah. Greenway gates. So if I slot in the Reaper worm, I have like 6. I have a live Fang to access the facility. I need to be ready to give this all your attention. And I can't. I have a lot of other things. I don't know how much this is gonna take. 6 turns. I need to complete the bar thing. That will take 1, 2, 3, 7 or 1, 2, 3 or something like that. Turns. I'm good on cash, I'm good on food. I'm not doing anything here. I'm not completing any of these, which is insane. I need to complete some of this. Get to know of this. Can't do anything of these. I can't complete any of these. I can't focus on any of these. What's the northeast overlook? There is no quest for this guy. He told me I needed to slot him in a special section. There is no quest for him. Okay, completed. No, where is Freeney event? And after that it was Deal with the Hunter. Slot the event to the Hunter's Corner. Did that. I think I will get that in 2 slots. Working compressor. Incafis, Criolla Cran, Mochmina. Upset of this story. It's ideal. How about let me see what I'm doing with Mina. Might as well do that. Well, I can do one. If I get one and then I get two and then I complete. Or this. Take it out. Got energy. Oh, I didn't read what we did with it. Never mind. Okay, I have a 3. I have a 3. Used. A few places. Check this. Can I? It's work. I think it's work. Let's engage. Which success. Got nothing there. Mushroom glows is tuition, but I lose energy. I get grove spores, which I don't know what to do with them. Not gonna get any work done there. Can't do this. Not gonna give me much. 3 is sucky. But I need to focus on working on something. Like I need to work for something. I can try to finish this actually. Fuck it, I'll finish. I get at least 1, that's good. Yes. And I got energy, more energy, draw seeker. Oh yeah, that's why I'm getting energy. Mina leads you into, yeah, I forgot that I have that. Oh, he's come back. Lem. She's asleep, whispers Lem, creeping back out of the tiny bedroom, sliding the door shut as he does. You're perched at the thin bar in the main hall. The slate is in front of you, still glowing with Mina and your drawings from the cycle spent together. There is a ring, the only world Mina has known, with stick figures standing along its edge. But all one is you. Drink? Asks Slam, producing a worn-looking bottle of Criolla from under the bar. Its contents glowing amber in the fluorescent light. Oh, sure. Sure. Lamb nods and plugs a few fingers into a couple of metal tumblers, and sits down with you at the bar. Cheers, he offers, and you put the metal containers together. You know, we actually have something to celebrate this time around. Lamb gives you a sideways look. I made the assembly table on the side reel. He grins broadly. Clearly he has been desperate to tell you all cycle. Amazing! Lamb nods, holds up his drink. Couldn't have done it without you keeping an eye on little Nini back here. Lamb shifts a little on his stool. He looks uncomfortable. How's your girl doing? How is our girl doing? I haven't seen much of her these past seconds. She misses her father. Lamb looks away. Yeah, he says to no one in particular. The silence stretches out as Lamb takes a drink, his eyes fixed on the bedroom door. She's great. He nods. I can't take all the credit for Mina. She isn't actually mine. He gazes into the middle distance. I pulled her off of a refuge shuttle out of one of Ember's wounds. The colony was falling apart decades after Solheim collapsed, surviving on next to nothing. Eventually, some of the residents tried to make for the eye in these decrepit old shuttles. He sloshes the drink around in his tumbler. They had no idea what they were doing. The one Mina was on decompressed halfway here. Everyone spaced. The only reason she made it was someone sealed her in a weapon locker. She was ice cold when I reached her. Purple lips, he shivers. Once I picked her up, I wouldn't let go. The medics treated her with me still clinging to her. He takes a drink. Still not sure why. He reaches over and refills his cup. We weren't exactly anybody's heroes, you understand? We were private military, hired in by Conway to protect their claims in the collapse. But once I got Mina, that was it. We quit. Got stumped here. You saved her. I'm going to sound like an idiot now, but besides, she saved me. The truth of it, that's the truth of it. He looks around the decaying unit, its stained plastic plating and flickering lights. Me? I brought her to this. She was tiny, too small to know what she lost, but I can't stop thinking about it. He rubs his eyes, dark with tiredness. What if our number doesn't come up in the draws later? What then? The side reel will sail off without a thought, leaving us here. What kind of life is that for her? You'll make it. Sorry, I know you don't have it any better. He looks at his cup and pushes it away down the bar. This is celebration, right? Both of us on the team now. Both of us in with a chance. Exactly. Imagine all three of us riding the sidereal horizon out of here to a new world. He looks into his glass for a moment. I think I drank this too fast, he laughs. Mom stands and starts to clear the glasses. Need to auto wash. Need some sleep, friend. See you around. Alright then. He catches your shoulder as you turn to leave. Thank you, sleeper. I mean it. From both of us. He pats your shoulder and slip out into the dark of the walkway. Thoughts of little Nina in their mind. Upgrade point. Good robot achievement. Okay, so now I can get this. So I can get more engagement out of other stuff. Delete more stuff. I am full on food. I'm flickering, which is an issue. I can try and repair myself. Have one scrap. Let's see what this does. With some help for engineering, you can patch up a damaged body with scrapping bolts. The result is important. Wow. 1. Fuck. Okay, that explains why I need to go into the other area and try to salvage the scrapping. God damn it, this sucks. Just 1. I can get that from fungi. At least I still have this many. I'm panicking, I know. Oh, I've got 6. Okay. I'm gonna focus on 2 things. I'm gonna risk it and I'm gonna focus on 2 things. I need to get the waste thing hacked and I need to get this done. So how am I doing on repaying the debt to the fucking compressor core? Almost halfway there. I'm gonna do a few more cycles actually. I'm gonna try and do a few more cycles. So 2, yeah, okay, I'll try this. Once that is done, it's gonna get me +1, which might get me at least 1. But I'm gonna get some damage. Okay, this is good, this is good. I got damage. 2 5s. Fuck, I can finish this, If I finish this, I'm out of the woods. I didn't really read this because I'm too panicking because of time. I didn't want to have risk time on that. Oh fuck, I didn't buy cat food. Feed this train. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I've done 20 cycles. Don't need to panic. But I'm gonna panic. So across the crossroad. I wanna do something else. I wanna unlock things. I wanna have access to stuff. So I'm gonna go with engage. Work the canteen. Newcomers here can work with the canteen. Doing and selling food to those who make from out their home. Get +3, which is good. After seeing you prepare the food, the robot workers like to share a meal with them. Organization flows well and free. I'm good in energy, and I've got some tribes, but which tribe? I would join the higher volunteer for you. Don't really want to, but that's can't really work out, so I'm gonna fall to 3 dice. Which is a pain. I'm gonna fall to 3 dice. 1 second. I might go grabbing some mushrooms to get my cycles back up. Oh fuck, I forgot to check on he's here. I can buy some. Maybe we don't get shipping parts. Okay, that's good. So I'm good with this. I need just 1 more. There it is. Then he's gonna be on my side, I think. So let's start hacking. I'm gonna turn off my tracker as well. I'll deal with Ankita first. You spot Ankita on the track to the farm stack. She has a box on her shoulder and it's working her way down the slope. She sees you as she approaches. Neither of you speak for a moment. She looks tired, pale. Her hair is tangled in clumps of dirt clinging to her armor. You both eye each other. Ankita? She holds up a hand. Sleeper? She takes a deep breath. I'm sorry for what happened. Truly am. She looks down. I'm sorry you ended up in the middle of this. When all you have shown me is kindness. She rubs her face. Sorry. It's okay. She nods, then looks up to the stars. You've never... She stops herself. Thank you. Nikita shifts the weight of the box in her shoulder. I've been preparing for... She grimaces. Look, she sighs. Can you come with me? It's easier if you... It's easier if what? You see it, she finishes. It's just down the way. Nikita leads on down the dirt path between the pillars. There is a wind passing through the greenway, a perk of the air currents the biosphere maintains, and it ruffles the leaves softly. The sound makes the silence more obvious, more complete. Try not to think of the last time you were here. We have been trying not to think of it for the past few cycles. The image of the sleeper sprawled, twisted open, connected to the ship mind. It's been hard to forget. You realize Ankita is leading you back there, back into the drum at the center of the stack, pause, trembling a little. At the threshold, she turns. What are you doing? She looks at you with empty eyes. What needs to be done? You stand on the threshold and look up at the tanks, green and wet, some glowing with flickering glow lamps. You look down at Ankita, suddenly so small under this hulking ruin, the smallest she has ever looked. She places the box down. Follow her in. You follow Ankita into the stack through a low tank, entering the drum at ground level. It is just as beautiful as you remember, but it barely touches you. Instead, you check the apertures of the tanks for the glint of a weapon or a shadow among moss. Ankita stops and you look down. The mossy island at the center of the tank is clear now. The equipment cleared away. In its place is a mound of dirt, loosely covered with moss. Ashton's rifle stands straight, half buried in the dirt at the grave's head. I buried them there, Ankita says without turning. You both stand there in silence for a little while. You think of a question you could ask about Ashton, about the sleeper. How long did you know him? She takes a moment to respond, and for a moment you think she won't, but then the words come gushing out. He signed on a while ago. He used to run recon for a corporate outfit, but he got sick of the pay. He joined the crew as a sniper, and the first few jobs were a breeze. He was so cold, disconnected. He always hit his marks. The last few jobs, though, he was different. I noticed that. He had a period of extended shore leave on the eye, and when he came back, he was changed. I assumed he just had too much time off. He was right. I never would have given him the ship line. I wouldn't have believed him. I've had crew members double-cross me, undercut me, rat me out. That's the business. He wasn't a good person. None of us in this job are. This is how we die, alone. She stops, not sure of what to add. It seems like she is reaching for something, but she can't quite get there. You feel that gap between you, and as you do, it widens. The water drips, the moss trembles. You both stand in silence for a little longer. You both feel it, like creeping back in the silence. Creeping back in, silence ending. Kita shifts her weight and then starts to walk out. You follow her, suddenly eager to go back out in the open space of the greenway, to be away from this place forever. You stand outside and breathe the fresh air. You stare at the green leaves and the stars wheeling above them. That's it, Nikita says, from somewhere behind you. You try to think of something to say, but can't. Nikita puts her hands on your shoulder. You turn back to her. At least take this. She forces a handful of cryo jets into your hands. It is what I owe. She looks at you desperately. You look down at the metal bars. Ugly little things with you. Drop the chits. You open your hand and let the chits fall onto the floor. They clunk into the dirt and she does not pick them up. You turn without saying a word. Continue up the track. She does not follow. As you walk up the rise, the wind picks up and the leaves shudder. You walk faster, trying to outpace your anger. You think of those ugly metal bars in the dirt. Life has to be worth more than that. It has to be. At the point. Bad end. Oh, come on! Find an old crewmate at the edge of the rail. Bad end. God damn it, I didn't want to get bad ending. Okay, I'm getting enough energy. That's enough. I'm saving for a 3. Or I'm gonna get shit-faced. Let's start the hacking and see how bad that goes. If anything, I might start a different playthrough. The worm tunnels in and starts looping data through the node. The convoy facility open to you. Godspeed, Fang. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit. He said I needed 6 cycles, so this should be good. The cloud. As you slot the worm, a thread jumps out of the facility. It then spools in front of you, releasing its data like ink in water. Slipper, Fang's voice crackles through. But we get nodes then. Ports, a whirl of interference. Slot the worms. Timer starts now. Stay safe. Thread dissipates. You are on your own now. So I'm guessing I need to just slot in specific things in order to hack the nodes. This node is linked to outer security layer. Fang must be struggling to get through. I really don't care about anything. I just care. First port located. First layer of the security, a ring of doors around the central facility. Time to open them up. I didn't think I was gonna become a hacker. I'm an engineer. The Ripper worm creates its feedback loop, overloading the security system. Oh shit. Okay, I have a 4 and a 1. This does not combine, so I need to use the 4. Both the S layer nodes need to be extracted before the port will be open. Is there time? I'm gonna reroll the one. A 5, which is good, which is exactly what I need. The inner S layer security is more complex. One access point won't be enough to look at the port. Slotting one more Ripper worm. Second layer controls the convoy drones, tasked with patrolling the hangars. Ripper worm fires the drones network link. Now they can't report anything. Nice. Okay, I have 3. Pretty much gonna need all of the dice, I guess. So yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pop out. Is there a timer somewhere? It said 6 cycles to start. Is this the timer? Convoy extraction. Thanks processed. The main terminal shows you how far it progresses through the facility. Deeper the better. Timer of the terminal shows how many cycles left to get the data you need. Come on, Fang. Okay, so I'm going back home. I have the food, I have the energy, I have everything. I'm gonna completed with that. I'm gonna fix myself up. Get 1 dice back for 1 time. It's shitty that I don't get it when I fix myself up like here. So that's done. Wait, I'm gonna rest. I have two options. I have either Ethan to protect me, or I have the Tomb of the Tracker. I will grab the Tomb of the Tracker. Okay, let's see what we can hack. I don't think much because I have 3 keys. But we'll see what we can hack. So this one requires a 5 or a 6. And 5 or a 4. Or 6 or a 4. Not 3. Okay, I can hack 2. Get this one done. How many nodes are on this layer? You've never seen such tight security before. And I'm hacking it like a pro. It's okay. I definitely needed to focus on this. 3 nodes to locate the final port. And time will be not much time left. At least I'm getting cryo for this. I need to go feed my cat again, actually. Yeah, let's go feed the cat before we finish this. Keep forgetting to feed cat. 69 chits! Cryo, nice. I do hope there is like a game after I free myself from Maywick, that I can still continue doing things, because there are still a shit ton of things I haven't discovered. Like, I don't want this to be like a game over, like ending and nothing else. Like, you can't do anything, because that kind of sucks. I wanna see a lot more, I wanna explore a lot more. So we need a 5 and a 6. All 5, yes. The node is very deep within the base. This has to be the final security layer. Hold on, Fang. Fang. I don't know what they call it. Hacked. Last node. Final layer. Control surveillance. With this down, Fang should be able to control facilities again. All layers unlocked. Security layer disabled. A thread from the facility cuts through the cloud like a hairline crack of light. That's it. Final layer of security broken. Somewhere buried in the depths of the station, Fang is in control. He is slicing into the camera control circuits and piping out the result. The thread flickers and unravels into an image, a scene. 2 figures in a room, one sat, one on the other pacing. The pacing figure resolves into Hardin, the unmistakable superior posture of shock of grey hair. Second figure features don't seem to resolve, they are vague, unformed. Problem with data perhaps? I look closer. Then you see it. The figure is a proxy. Perhaps you should have expected it from Conway, a corporation whose very existence is owed to automation. The proxy is a machine, designed to be piloted by remote connection. Someone elsewhere in the system is puppeteering it with their own body, speaking so it may speak. Proxy sits impassively, or the Conway executive that is piloting them does, from the distant safety of some ship or orbital colony perhaps. We can move forward, there is no doubt, Hardin is saying. The reclamation teams are almost ready, and after that I will make the declaration. Nothing has to change. The proxy leans forward, its movements tilted, uneven, as if its body language was refracted through water. But things must change, Hardin. We need further insurances. I have been informed of a breach in one of the closed networks in the low end. We have been careless. Hardin waves the accusation away. We have been stretched. Breach was detected, yes, but no data value was lost. Our board is concerned, Hardin. A drop in our value would be unwelcome at this time. Proxy leans back, his posture dominant. If the reclamation of AE1 is contested, then we could be drawn into a compromising legal position. Hardin approaches the proxy. There will be no contest, not from Solheim, who cannot muster a defense, not from Havage, who will fall into line below me. He crouches in front of the seated figure, eye to eye, and the people of this station, refugees, gangs, spacers, all either opportunists or degenerates. Havage is no longer strong, no longer united. No one here believes in Erling's vision, nor has the strength to enact it. I sat across from him at the negotiating table. He was forceful, eager, weakened by his ideological convictions perhaps, but a great man nonetheless. This place no longer deserves to bear his name. The eye is crippled. It cannot survive. If there's different people, they really need to line out who is talking. The eye is crippled. It cannot survive. It is a ruin filled with squatters and outlaws. They will be lucky if it still spins in 100 cycles. Hardin stands. You will move forward with the reclamation, because otherwise you will lose your advantage in the system. Without your advantage, you will lose claims on the remaining palladium. Without the palladium, your factories will need to go dark. Pauses. Do I need to continue? 1 moment. Comes the response from the proxy, and its head drops to its chest. Hardin steps back and paces once more, awaiting the discussion taking place elsewhere in the system. You watch Hardin as he paces, as he considers his future. Goes on with the mind like that. in the mind of a man who would burn all those around him for a path to some imagined golden end. The proxy lifted its head. We are happy to proceed. We legally claim the station formerly known as Solheim A1 as salvage within 6 cycles. Salvage is to assist with the transport of the illegal residents to Conway housing and labor facilities. The proxy judders to its feet. Conway will also claim 70% of the raw output of the reclamation process, after the losses have been accounted for. Hardin nods. I accept. The proxy reaches out to shake his hand like a marionette, and then the recording moves. We watch it play out a second time, gripped by horrified fascination. There is a bluntness to the conversation, to its blatant disregard for humans as anything other than objects. Things to be moved, to be used, to be fed into structures, crushed and losses accounted for in the cells of tables, margins of ledgers. You realize now that you are no different than anyone else in the station in the eye of the people in that room, and those like them. Each body here can be cast as a piece of property, a tool, and expense, an acceptable loss. In one moment they can be named a citizen, celebrated, protected, and in another the very idea of a citizen can be used against them. That is what it means to live in a proximity to a system like this. No longer, not while the eye spins. You gather the recording, pack it into a polygon of purest light, then you drift down into the service dock like a fallen leaf, find the relay. It only takes a second to place that polygon of data, that recording, into a relay system Fang prepared, and then you watch it as bursts out, a web of threads heading out into the black, every network device of the eye. Let them see what power makes of a man. Icebreaker achievement. Collect tough security on the system of the eye. Well, I have upgrades. I don't know what to use them. Where is Fang? That is what I need to grab here. Okay, 3. What can I do with 3? Try to work and get him sorted. Oh, Fang's Bay. How many cycles to Havage is in crisis. The building is in chaos. Most of it is in total lockdown. No one will give you a straight answer about Fang or Packet. I mean, they're still their office. They will still take shit. Should I sell some data? I don't have that much. I need to fix the open bar. I need engagement shit. What? Is there any engagement shit I can do that is giving me money or progress or something? I don't want to collect tides. What is it? Is there something at bar? Here's my money. I want to progress things. I don't want to waste dice on getting money. I have money for now. I want to engage because there's a chance I can get energy. But if I fuck... Nah, I'll risk. No, not compress bar. I want to see if I can get the tracker off. I'll try and do this. I'll try and build. If I lose energy, oh, fuck it. Okay, just building this instantly. That's good. Back home we go. We need to wait 2 cycles. Oh shit, I'm gonna lose dice. Damn it.